Hi, welcome to the production side of Slimbox. Today we're going to talk about the insides of the machine, the maintenance, and how you can do this by yourself. Slimbox is a laser cutter, so it's logical that it will produce smoke, ashes, and these products can stick to the insides of your machine. We have an exhaust, a powerful exhaust built in the machine, but that can't compensate for everything. And the intensity of the usage of your machine will determine how much maintenance you have to do. But we advise for an optimal use and performance of our Slimbox to check the insides of your machine every week, and especially the laser head, because this is the part that will suffer the most of these ashes. So what you need to do the maintenance of our Slimbox, we deliver at installation a kit with this blowing device, some swabs, cleaning alcohol, soft tissue. We also deliver this piece to have a right calibration of our lens, the key to open your Slimbox, and then the rest is up to you. I mean, some wrenches, cleaning paper, tissues, and a general detergent. With all these tools at hand, we're ready to start the maintenance, which is quite easy. And first thing you have to do is to unload the corrugated from the machine, so you have a free working path.
So make sure there's no cardboard in the machine itself, so that's quite easy.
And the second thing is to cut the machine from the power, so you put the off button and then you cut the power cord, so that's easy. So we can open up our machine with this special device, this special key. Next phase is to open the lid. You do this by loosening these two hinges. Voila, and the machine is opened. Now we've got the lid opened. We've got it blocked, so it can't fall on your fingers. Now it's time to unscrew the ski. So it's time to unscrew this ski. Don't unscrew those, just use wrench number 4 to loosen up those ones. You don't have to remove them completely, just loosen them up, and then you can pull the ski back. We are here now at rolls. These, as you see, become dirty, and we need to clean them first. How can we do this? We've got here a little device. We loosen this one. Same here. Voilà. Now it's open, and then you can open up these rolls. You see some blackness, and I'm going to clean this with some paper and a general detergent. Voila, as the rolls out here. Just like that. Clean them, you can turn them as you want. Keep some attention to the sides. Also here, we've got the suction, the exhaust suction out here, so there's quite some dust that accumulates on these extreme pieces, so give it some attention. When everything is open, it is always a good moment to vacuum the little pieces of cardboard that fall into our machine. That's logical. Sometimes we make creative designs and then little pieces can fall out of the machine. And now we're ready to clean the lens head itself, and this is the part that is the most vulnerable and that gets the most dirt. So that is really the part you have to clean every week, depending on your usage of the machine. What we will do is put the laser head in the middle. There are two blue tubes that are having pressure to blow away all the ashes and all the fumes from the laser head. We have to remove them. We have to unscrew the two bolts, you'll see it, and then we have the laser head in our hand. Important is that when you take the laser head off the machine, put it upside down so all the fumes, all the dust will not fall on the lens itself. You see the laser head is positioned at the right, and you can move this by hand to somewhere that it's more easy to work with. I talked about the two blue tubes with the pressure. You have to remove them, and it's a special system. It is a bit difficult at first to get them unscrewed, so you have to push on the one side and pull on the other side, so that's a bit of a handling you have to get in the fingers. So it's on two positions, one at the right and at the bottom, and one at the other side.
So when you want to connect or disconnect your tube here, what you need to do is actually pull that black ring here backwards. I'll show it this way. You pull it backwards, and then you can pull the blue tube out. If I don't pull that backwards, if I just push it in, which you also need to do, if I just pull it, nothing will happen. So I need to pull the black ring back and then pull on the tube. It sometimes helps to do both at the same time. So pull on the black ring while pushing on the blue tube, and then afterwards, when the black ring is in, pulling the blue tube back out. So you have both your connector and your tube. If you want to disconnect it, you have to pull this blue ring. You have to pull it back like this. It's very, very small movement. You pull it back, and then you can easily pull the tube out. If I don't do that, so if I want to push it back in, it's just as that, like that, but I cannot pull it out. I will break something on the inside. So I push the ring back and I pull on the tube. And the reason why is because there are some dents in the tube, in the connector.
Like this. Compressed air tubes are loose now, and now we have to unscrew this one and this one with a number 3 wrench. You have to unscrew it completely. There's no other way. Important now is that when you remove the laser head, you turn it upside down like this. See, I hold it upside down like this because there's a lot of dust on the head, difficult to see right here, and you don't want all this dust to fall into the lens because it's a lens that we're going to clean, and that's important. Okay, so we've got the lens head like this. It is a bit dirty, and sometimes it even gets more dirty, but the important part is this hole right here, and this should be clean. So the lens physically is up here, and what you do is to unscrew it gently. You can also, with the blowing, you can blow a bit, then the loose ends are away. Unscrew it like this. And you see the lens like that. I'm trying to show it. This is quite clean, but I'll start with this part to clean it. Okay, you can also do this with some paper. It's just metal, a detergent, so we can clean this right now. That is the least important part. You can do the same with this part, but then you have the lens. In this case it is quite clean, and then you can use a swap like this. You can order this on our website, but you can order this also online, photographic webshops or laser webshops. Give it a bit of alcohol like this, and then you can gently clean the lens. if that worked, you can screw it back and replace it. What I want to show you also right now is that you can also change the lens. Sometimes if it isn't clean enough and you keep on burning a lot of cardboard with this lens, the damage to the lens will be reversible, and then you have to change the lens. That's not a problem, and I'll show you. I'm going to take some tools, smallest one like this, and then you can see here there are little holes like this. See it, and then you can turn it and screw it. So the lens is loosened right now. So you see this part, and the lens is in it. The lens like this. Okay. What is important is that the lens has two sides. It's a bit hollow, and this hollow side. We've got a round side, round and hollow. The hollow has to be facing the top. Okay, so you see this lens is brand new. There's no issue, there's no problem, so we won't be changing it. But if this lens gets dirty, you can order it at our site and change it this way in our machine. So I'm going to put it back in our machine. It's right away, so the hollow side facing the top. Put back this little piece, screw it in. Remember, what I'm doing right now is not necessary every time, so you just have to clean the lens. When it gets damaged, when the quality declines, you can change the lens. Sometimes when there's a lot of dust on it, doesn't guide enough the heat, and then it could burst, so then you have to change it. It's not difficult. Unscrew this part and then clean it or change it, and then you can start again. We can also put on the head again, and this way the lens is ready to go again. That's one thing you should check right now. So you've got a lens that is mounted right here, there's a laser going through it, and there is a calibration, because every millimeter of just a quarter of a millimeter changes this position. Could be a problem for your focus. So we designed this little block light right here that should fit on this one. So if it fits, that means the system is rightly calibrated. If it doesn't fit, you can adjust it with this by changing this ring, and you can adjust the position of the lens inside the machine. But okay, so we're back at the machine. We're going to remount the laser head. You see those little pins out here, and they fit exactly in the head. So if you put those two little pins in the head, the position is perfectly right. It leads me now to screw back the two bolts, attach the two blue pressure lines, and then we're done. Okay, so those blue connectors are connected right now, and we're ready to go. That leaves us to just one more checkup we have to do, and that is the mirrors. The mirrors of the machine. So got the laser head. Okay, it's shooting that direction, and this is going into a hole, which is a mirror. Laser beam will get out of there, go into the laser head. Okay. But those two mirrors that are lenses also could also become dirty. So we can have a little check on this. I'll unscrew the chamber, and then we check it. We could even eventually clean it. And so let's unscrew this. That's one. This is a hex 4. Voila. So you can unscrew this. This lens it's still very clean, so we don't have to clean it. But if you want to clean it, that's possible. Same way, take a swab, a little alcohol, rub it gently, and then it will be okay for a nice period. Do not start touching these screws, those screws on the top. That is the way the mirror is adjusted. So if you change that, you will have a bad burning process. It will be difficult to have a clean cut of the boxes, so please don't change it. If you want to change it, contact our customer service, and if there is a problem with it, it's better to just book a general maintenance and our technician will have a nice adjustment of the mirrors. So don't change them, just clean the mirrors. That's possible. You don't always have to clean them, only when they're dirty. It's only the lens head that will need a cleanup, maintenance every week, depending on your usage. So I'm going to close up this mirror chamber, close up the machine, and then we're ready and set. Okay, I screwed back the chamber of the mirrors. Now what we are going to do is put back the ski that we removed. That's not difficult, but there's one very important notice you have to do. What you see here now is so you see the ski, and it attaches in this rail. It is important that you put it not in front, but really in this one. So there's the vacuum that is created for the suction. That's very important, will not be interrupted. So if you put back the ski, put it back here in the inside of this rail. Okay, you attach those little screws, so you bolt them, and then you do the same as we did with the rolls. You close them up again. I'll show you like this part on top. We've got these little things, so we attach them. There's pressure applied now. Same thing on the other side. Voila. And we are ready. I still have to screw back the bolts in here, but I'm going to show you right now. So we put this back. We can close the lid. Same system right here. So we can attach this side, same thing, and then we can close the front panel. And that's it. So this was our maintenance. Quite easy. If you wonder, he's doing a maintenance with a white t-shirt, why is he doing that? Just to show you that it's not that difficult, it's not that dirty. Okay, there are some ashes and fumes, but it's easy to do. Nevertheless, if you feel insecure, you can always book maintenance at one of our technicians. They will explain you while there how to do it, show you how to do it, teach you how to do it, so next time it is easy for yourself to be able to perform a maintenance. This entire process, I did it slowly, and I cleaned the rolls, which is not always necessary. I showed you about the mirrors, but the process itself takes, let's say, 10 minutes of your time. So please clean this laser head every week or every 2 weeks if you're not haven't used the machine a lot, and it will keep your performance going. So thank you for your attention. If there are questions about maintenance, about things how to do it, email us, and we'll show you and make a little video how to do this. Thank you very much. Bye bye.